Hello there, welcome to episode 6 of the podcast. I'm your host, Riley, and today I want to talk a little bit about goal setting. So I recently did this experiment where the intention was to spend 10 minutes of my day just goal setting, just dreaming, and thinking to myself what the 2.0 version of myself would be. And I really think that we should dream like a kid. Because think about it, when you were a kid, you grown-ups and adults around you would ask you what you want to do when you grow up, and you would tell them things that are now considered unrealistic, and they would often believe in you, and you'd be very motivated to be yourself, essentially. But I think it's important that now that we're growing older, or now that when you become older, I should say, and you think of your dreams, you think of the 2.0 you tell yourself to be more realistic. But there are some circumstances where, for example, if I were to say that I want to make $3,000 a month, that is pretty realistic because I can just go get a job and basically do that. So I wouldn't really be motivated or have any pressure to do that. But if I were to say that I want to make $10,000 a month, then there's actually something substantial there that is worthwhile working towards. And so therefore, you do not want to limit yourself when you're goal setting. You want to be very unrealistic because you want to create the dream version of yourself. What is the 2.0 you? Essentially, the question is, if you were 10 times better than yourself right now, what would you be doing? What would be your goals and aspirations? And every time you make a goal or an aspiration, then it is your job to figure out how to achieve something by learning and by working towards it daily and creating systems. Because in the end, if you think about it, everyone has goals, but not everybody achieves it. So how do we create a system that will essentially make us successful? And so that's not really up to me to decide how that will be done. That is up to you. And every day it is up to you to make the right choices to get closer towards your goals. Another part that's really important about goal setting is creating a date. Because by creating a date, you essentially create some pressure to get it done by. If you think about it, if you've ever, let's just say when you were a kid, you had summer breaks and you want to do things that were really important to you. But when you have so much time on your hands, you end up not doing anything. And by the end of summer break, you would have nothing done and you would be regretting what you didn't do. And so by creating a date, by creating some accountability towards yourself, then you can actually do the things that you set out to do. And so if I were to say that I want to make a lot of money or whatnot, or I want to start a business, then if I don't say the date of when I'm going to do it, then I essentially I have forever to do it because I haven't set a date, and therefore I will procrastinate and not do it if I feel like I have infinite time to do it, which technically we don't. And so therefore it is important to create that pressure so we continue doing things. So I want to read out some of the things that I wrote, and there are some I'll leave out just because they're a little bit more personal. But the first one was I want to make $75,000 a year, and I would like to do this by the time I am 21, and therefore the reason I say $75,000 and not $10,000 a month is because those after 75K a year, your happiness doesn't really increase as much. And so that's essentially why I'd want to earn 75K a year, is because after that, essentially all your money problems and whatnot, you wouldn't have any money problems, essentially. And that does create a lot of stress, is thinking about how I will provide for myself and for a future family if I were ever to do that. The next goal I have is reach 20,000 views on a video, and this is partly just because I want to reach a larger audience, and then I believe that if I could become successful, then I could teach others how to become successful. And the main goal of this is to help those improve their mental health and find their passions so they can live a fulfilling and meaningful life. The next one was to make 25 episodes of the podcast, and I don't know why it's 25 episodes, but my brain always thinks that I'll just celebrate after I make 25 episodes and I continue, and I can make 100 episodes and whatnot. I can keep on going, but 25 episodes is essentially at the point where I'm like, yes, I'm in this for the long term, essentially. And then the last one's kind of a small one, and I think it would be a 30-day challenge. I think I could incorporate it into a 30-day challenge, but it would be to essentially just like drink more water and have a healthier diet, because it's just beneficial to do so. So why would I not do it, essentially? And the main reason I'm saying that is not really just about drinking water, but it's in any place I can make a small improvement, I should do so. I should optimize every little thing so I can okay, in other words, if you have a little small things, if you have a bunch of small things, it eventually compounds into something substantial. I think if I were to drink more water and just improve the tiny things, then I think we would be substantially better. That's it for me. I hope you try the experiment yourself, and good luck on your own self-improvement journey. Bye.